Men over 50, listen carefully. If your penis gets hard but loses its strength too quickly, you're not alone. And in almost every case, it's not your testosterone. It's not your blood flow, nor is it even your age. It's a simple mistake that men make without realizing it. A mistake that costs them their hardness right in the middle of intimacy when it matters most. I'm about to show you exactly what that mistake is, why it happens after 50, and how to fix it in less than 30 seconds. But you need to stay with me until the end because if you miss the activation technique I'm going to share, nothing else will work. So don't skip anything. Every part of this is important. I'm Dr. Josley, and for over 14 years, I've worked with men who struggle to maintain their erections. Not men who can't get hard, men who get hard but can't stay hard. And I can tell you this with absolute certainty. In almost every case, the problem isn't blood flow, it's not hormone levels, it's not psychological. It's a mechanical failure. A support system in your body that's supposed to keep your erection going, but it doesn't. And once you understand what's failing and how to fix it, everything changes. Before we dive deeper, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button if you're a man over 50 who wants real practical solutions, not nonsense. And I'd love your help with one thing. Comment below and tell me when you usually watch health videos, during the day or at night, and around what time. I'm adjusting my upload schedule so these videos show up when you're actually online. All right, let's break it down. This is what's happening. You start off fine, you get hard, you feel ready. Then suddenly, in the middle of intimacy or even during foreplay, your erection starts to fade. Not completely, but enough for you to notice, enough for her to notice. And you start to panic. You try to force it back, you focus harder, you get more stimulation. Maybe it comes back for a moment, but then it fades again. Most men think this happens because they're too old, because their body is failing them, because it's just part of aging. But no, this doesn't happen because you're old. It happens because a specific support mechanism in your body is failing, and that mechanism has nothing to do with how much blood flows to your penis. Let me explain what I mean because this is the part that most men and even most doctors don't understand. When you get an erection, blood flows quickly into the spongy tissue inside your penis. That's the first step, but getting hard isn't enough. You also need to trap that blood inside. You need to lock it in, otherwise it just leaks out. And that's where the support muscles come in. These muscles act like clamps at the base of your penis. When they contract, they close off the veins, preventing the blood from escaping. But here's the problem. After 50, those muscles weaken, they lose tone, and when they're not activated properly, the blood leaks out as fast as it comes in. So you get hard, but you don't stay hard because your body can't retain the blood. Now, here's the part that's costing you your hardness, and it's something almost all men over 50 get wrong. You focus only on getting hard. You think about arousal, you think about stimulation, you think about blood flow, but you never activate the muscles that keep you hard. So your penis fills with blood, but it doesn't hold it. The blood just leaks back out, and in a minute or two, your erection fades. And here's what makes this so frustrating. You can feel it happening in real time. You can feel the hardness slipping away, and there's nothing you can do to stop it because you don't know what's causing it. Most men respond by trying harder, more stimulation, more focus, more pressure on themselves. But that doesn't work because the problem isn't arousal. The problem is activation. Your support muscles aren't activating, and if they don't activate, no amount of stimulation will keep you erect. So why does this happen specifically to men over 50? Because the muscles at the base of your penis, the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus muscles, naturally weaken with age. In your 20s and 30s, these muscles were strong. They contracted automatically during arousal. You didn't have to think about them, they just worked. But after 50, they lose tone, become sluggish, and unless you activate them deliberately, they don't activate at all. Think of it this way. Imagine your erection is a water balloon. The blood flows in. That's the water filling the balloon. But if you don't tie the knot at the end, the water just leaks out. Your support muscles are that knot, and right now they're not tying. So the blood flows in, but it doesn't stay. And your erection deflates. Now here's the critical part, and this is what I need you to understand. Your problem isn't getting hard, it's staying hard. And that's a completely different problem, one that requires a completely different solution. So if you've been trying to fix your erections by focusing on blood flow, supplements, pills, or pumps, you've been focusing on the wrong thing. You need to focus on activation. Let me ask you a few questions and be honest with yourself. Do you get hard but lose strength in less than 1 to 2 minutes? Do you need constant stimulation to stay hard? The moment the stimulation stops, does it start to fade? Do you lose your erection when you change positions during sex? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then this is 100% your issue. Your support muscles aren't activating, and that's why you can't maintain the hardness. But here's the good news. This is fixable, completely fixable, and it doesn't require pills, injections, or expensive treatments. It just requires 30 seconds of activation before intimacy. That's all. So here's the solution, and it's simpler than you think. You need to activate your support muscles before intimacy, not during. Most men wait until they're already in the moment. They're aroused, they're trying to perform, and they expect their body to just respond automatically. But it won't, not after 50, not unless you prime it first. Priming means activating those muscles before you need them, waking them up, getting them ready to engage. When you do this, those muscles contract more strongly during arousal, trap the blood more effectively, and your erection becomes harder, denser, and longer lasting. Think of it like stretching before a workout. You wouldn't jump into lifting heavy weights without warming up your muscles first. The same principle applies here. You need to warm up your support muscles before intimacy, and when you do, they respond the way they're supposed to. All right, so here's the exact technique. Follow these steps carefully. Step 1, find the muscle. Place your fingers at the base of your penis, right where it connects to your body. Press gently and feel where the tissue tightens when you contract slightly. That's the area we're targeting. Step 2, contract the muscle. Squeeze as if you're trying to stop urinating midstream. You should feel a tightening sensation at the base. Hold that contraction for 3 seconds. Don't hold your breath, breathe normally. Step 3, release completely. Let the muscle relax fully for 2 seconds. Step 4, repeat. Do this 5 or 6 times in a row. Contract for 3 seconds, release for 2 seconds. A total of 5 to 6 repetitions. Step 5, rest. After your last repetition, relax completely for 10 seconds. Let the muscles settle. That's it. The whole process takes about 30 seconds. And this is what's happening. You're priming those support muscles. You're telling them, wake up, get ready, you're about to be needed. When you do this before intimacy, those muscles respond faster and stronger during arousal. They activate automatically, trap the blood more effectively, and your erection stays firm. Most men feel the difference the same day they try this. Not weeks later, not months later, the same day. Your erection becomes denser, firmer, heavier, and it doesn't fade the moment stimulation stops, because now your support muscles are actually doing their job. They're contracting, they're trapping blood, they're keeping you firm. And here's the beautiful part. The more you do this, the stronger those muscles become. It's like any other exercise. Repetition builds strength. So, if you do this activation routine a few times a week, even just before intimacy, those muscles start to respond more automatically over time. Essentially, you're retraining your body to do what it used to do naturally in your younger years. So, here's the takeaway. If your penis softens too quickly, it's not age, it's not broken blood flow, it's not low testosterone, it's activation. And once you fix the activation, the results come fast. Try this technique today. Before your next intimate moment, take 30 seconds and activate those support muscles and pay attention to what happens. I promise it'll be different. Now, before you go, I need you to do 3 things. First, like this video if it was helpful. Second, leave a comment below and tell me how long your erection usually lasts. Be completely honest, I read every comment, and your response helps me understand what you're dealing with. Third, if you know someone who's struggling with this, share this video. Because most men suffer in silence. They think they're alone, but they're not. And this information can change their life. I'm Dr. Jocelyn. Remember, your body still works. It just needs the right activation.